Justification of the Salem witch trial of 1692. Many never do evil so completely and cheerfully as when they do it from religious conviction. These words said by Blaise Pascal only prove how sometimes history has a way of showing the belief that is capable of existing in the form of human life. The Salem witch trial of 1692 began as a simple suspicion of witchcraft and morphed into a massacre, shedding innocent blood through the infamous town of Salem, Massachusetts. Thus, the question presents itself: can this example of human hostility ever be justified? It is, unfortunately. But the answer is no. The Salem witch trial cannot be justified because, firstly, financial and social difficulties led to strange physical symptoms of distress, subsequently making others believe the person affected was a witch. That meant they were killed, simply because the doctors could find no other explanation, which is extremely unfair. Then, there is an issue that the witch trial were used as an excuse for targeting people that did not fit society's standards. Lastly, the accusers put the victim through harsh and brutal punishment. Not all justifiable for such a smallest crime. The events of the Salem witch trial are events most one obligated from our country history, yet we always remain as a reminder of the human desperation can bring. In Salem witch trial of 1692 overview, it is stated that they were the ordinary stresses of 17th century's life in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. A strong belief in the evil factions among Salem village family and rivalry with nearby Salem town, combined with recent smallpox epidemic and the threat of attack by warring tribes, created a fertile ground for fear and suspicion. This code explained what the town was experiencing. There were many feuds between the families and diseases they couldn't explain or find a cure for. This meant that the people were scared and chose to blame in certain others of the victims. The website that provides this information, the Inner Sanctum, specialized in witchcraft in its history. Medical ignorance was a primary reason for the massacre. Finally, the accuser put the victim through the cruel and unusual punishment, unfit for their crimes. Even today, death penalty for a serial killer are less painful. In John Proctor's letter in the Boston Minister, he stated that because he would not confess that he was guilty, when he was innocent, they tied him neck and held still the blood gushed out of his nose, and would have kept him for 24 hours. If one more merciful than the rest has not taken pity of him and caused him to be unborn. John Proctor explained what they did to no one of the victims during the witch trial because he wouldn't admit he was guilty. They left him hanging until the blood poured out. This is a cruel and unusual punishment not even today criminals face. Proctor himself was the first male to be named as a witch in Salem. Also, all of the children were accused. In the article Salem Witch Trial of 1692, it is quoted that from the first arrest warrant of February 29, 1692, the last execution of September 22, 1692, over 150 people were accused and jailed on suspicion of witchcraft. 4 people plus 1 infant died in prison. 18 people were executed by hanging. 1 person was present to death and 2 dogs were also hanged. This code showed how diverse the people that were convinced were. Not only did they kill people for witchcraft, they killed dogs and infants too, such as their superstition that they believed an animal could be possessed. The accusers never showed the victim any mercy. Sometimes the truth be quite outstanding, but nevertheless it is the truth. The event which occurred in Salem, Massachusetts. The crime committed, but it's important to know that we can move on from these occurrences by simple understanding what we went wrong. To this day, society is capable of segregating someone because of their race, appearance, and sexual orientation. The Salem witch trial were a warning, a way of history to cry out and say, learn from this. I found there can only be one solution to prevent this from event occurring again. It's just acceptance it. Once again, this is the justification of Salem witch trial for 1692, and my name is Humberto Martinez.